On this episode of Heroes and Dragons, is your campaign dying? Here are some of the 5 common symptoms of or signs that your campaign might be headed downhill. All right, and today we're going to discuss these 5. Now, let me say that, of course, there are many signs that a campaign is going south. But these are some of the 5 most common ones. And all right, here we go. All right. One of them is unresolved plot threads, which unfinished storylines, things like that. That often kind of, some players start to feel that, hey, I'm not accomplishing the goals, or I'm being prevented from accomplishing the goals that I've set for my character. They said that's one of them. And the next one, that's a good sign of campaign in trouble, would be the players either missing a lot or dropping out. Also, you can have a high rate of player turnover when this happens. Anyway, that's probably one of the most obvious signs of a campaign in trouble is the players missing, players canceling, or players just dropping out altogether. Now, I realize that in any campaign, you're going to have people that drop, that drop or miss. But what I'm talking about here is it's a noticeable. There's more than just one dropping out or one missing a session, missing sessions. Missing sessions. Sorry about that. Anyway, if we can move down to the next one, is well, this one coming up is when things are really getting bad. It's when you start having rule disputes and tension, not just among a player and a game master, but among the players themselves. In other words, everyone is always on edge, and it takes very little to light the fuse, so to say. And now, of course, the final one is okay, and this is kind of bad. To me, this is when I know a campaign of mine's fixing to probably bite the dust or is getting near that point. And that is when a GM doesn't bother to even prepare, or they prepare to the bare minimum for a session. In other words, they phone it in. They are not interested. They're kind of bored. They just really don't. They really don't. They've got to the point where they don't care about their own campaign. All right. Okay. Now, if we're all suitably depressed by now, let me try to cheer everybody up a little bit. Okay. Now, since I've given you 5 ways or signs that a campaign is going downhill, I have to be kind and give you 5 common ways you can revive a campaign. All right. Okay. Now, and the first one is very obvious. Just you need to talk with your players, and players need to talk to each other and talk with with the game master, and see what's bothering everybody. What can be done to save the campaign or get the campaign back on track. Yes, I know it's a railroad reference. Okay, all right. Don't, please be kind to me in the comments. But yeah, exchange ideas. What do we do? What do you guys like? What do you guys not like? And what have I done wrong? It's just, and believe me, this is probably the best way to get your campaign back on track, because that way you can get everybody back on the same page. Now, another way is to get into what I call to have the players get into the characters more too. Maybe flesh out their backstories. Maybe just kind of take the campaign instead of having it centered on the One Ring type thing. Make your campaign more about the characters and their wants and needs. And nothing. Like here's okay. What I see here is maybe shocking, but a game master has nothing to do with the story other than help the story alone. They don't drive the story. They just go. They go where the players take them. All right. Okay. And now another thing is you might just want to change things up. Change the way you do things. Change the way you run your encounters or just anything. Just maybe introduce a new NPC or something like that. Just but hey, maybe even play on a different night or day. Whatever you can do to get your campaign, to revive your campaign, to get it going again. All right. And now, let's see, right here. All right. And finally, as a game master, it just might be time for you to take a break. You maybe don't run for a couple of weeks, or let someone else become the game master while you recharge, because being a game master is mentally exhausting. I know because I've been doing it for over 30 years. And have I been doing it constantly? No, I've had to take breaks, and I've always come back recharged, refocused, and ready to get after it. But also realize that, and this is kind of, I mean, that your campaign just might be over. All right, it happens. Anyway, like I said, those are 5 signs that your campaign is dying, and 5 ways that you can revive your campaign. Now, again, like I said, all campaigns are different. There's no, there's every campaign has trouble in its own unique ways. But like I said, these are some of the common signs and some of the common fixes for it. All right, guys, until next time, keep slinging those dice. Oh, before I go, please give a like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time, keep slinging those dice.